All right, we got it. That is too bright. Let me turn that down. All right, Monday, October 30th. We're going to get you guys ready for Halloween tomorrow for the dress-ups. All right, we are live recording, and let's get it going. Brush off the cobwebs from the weekend, but this is going to be a decently intense workout. Those of you joining me on the preview, welcome. I'm Chris. I'm going to take you guys through a 10-minute preview. Those of you staying for the full workout, we got some weights today, so let's get it going. We're going to start with glute bridges. We're going up and down with the hips right here. So just lifting, holding for a second, and then lowering back down, using the glutes to do the work. If you're just waking up, we take it slow, warm it up, one small movement at a time. Make sure that your back is ready for this. And we go step by step, exercise by exercise. All right, let's go into a knee extension. We're gonna lift up one leg, grab onto the knee, and straighten out the leg. Hold it there for a second or two, and then bend. All the way up, hold, and bend. Try to keep that ankle flexed the entire time. As you straighten the leg, you're going to get that stretch in the back of the leg, the hamstring, the calf. And good. Switch. All right, other leg now here. Let's get that leg going. Straighten the leg, bend the knee. This is one of those staple exercises that allows you to get that stretch in the back of the leg and also that engagement, that work in the front of the leg. All right, let's go ahead and rest that. Relax the legs for a minute here. Let's start the upper body with elbow curls. Another staple here. Knuckles on the temple. Bring the elbows in, bring the elbows back. And I talked a lot last week about breathing. Try to establish your breathing right now. Most of the day, it's not under our conscious control. It just happens automatically. And if you're stressed out, it's going to automatically be shallow. You're going to hold your breath occasionally. So right now, let's remind our body how to breathe properly. Big, deep breath in. And let it out. Got to be very deliberate with that breath. One more breath in. And let it out. Good. Let's bring our arms out to the side. Hands on the floor. Elbows on the floor. Let's actually do some presses here. So the back of the hands, the back of the wrist on the floor, the elbow, the back of the shoulder on the floor. And you're at 90 degrees. So you're going to press your elbows into the floor. Press your hands into the floor at the same time. And also squeeze your shoulder blades together. Let's hold that for a few seconds. And then release. Bring the elbows toward each other. Bring the hands toward each other. And then touch them together. Now we're going to get an extra squeeze here. Squeeze your elbows together like you're holding onto a piece of paper. Squeeze your hands together. Same thing. Piece of paper there. And then release. Let's come back again. Shoulder blades come toward each other. Elbows toward the floor. Press into the elbow. Press the elbows into the floor. Press the hands into the floor. And then again, release. Bring them together. Squeeze the elbows together. Squeeze the hands. You're squeezing that piece of paper. Keep squeezing. Engage in the front of the shoulder. At the same time here, we're also stretching the back of the shoulder, the upper back. Okay, release. And now here we're doing the opposite. We're pressing the elbows into the floor, pressing the hands into the floor. Now we are engaging the upper back. We're strengthening the upper back, and we're stretching the front of the chest. Make sure your neck is relaxed. You should be able to shake your head no. Okay, let's do a few more of these. Bring the elbows together, hands together. This is a really good way to warm up those shoulder muscles. You can do this with any muscle in the body. We did it with the leg, right? That knee extension, this one. It's the same concept. We're stretching one half of the body, one part of the joint to engage the other. Okay, last one here. Bring the elbows back to the floor, hands back to the floor. Press, keep pressing, squeeze the shoulder blades. Breathe deeply into the chest and the abdomen, this whole front of the torso. Big deep breath in, press harder. And good, let's turn that into a floor glide here. So we're gliding straight up overhead, and back down. Nice, lower body is still relaxed. We'll just give it a little break here as we open up the shoulders, the upper back. Very good for posture here. Good posture exercise. So shoulder blades are squeezed just like that other position we had. We're actually putting a little pressure down into the floor. So press your elbows into the floor. Press the back of your wrists and the back of your hands into the floor. Try to create a little resistance from that pressure, warming up the upper back. We're going a little bit more. You may notice we're doing a few of these exercises a little longer than we normally do. I'm just giving you a chance to open up those slow twitch posture muscles. We train our posture by going low intensity, but doing a lot of reps. So this is going to open up that upper back, help your neck feel better, help your lower back feel better. And good, rest. Let's go interlace your hands out in front. Let's go straight up overhead. Try to keep your elbows straight here if you can. Hopefully this is a little bit easier than it normally is. We already opened up that upper back and shoulder area. So this might be a little bit easier than normal. If so, that's just telling you, hey, maybe I should do that sequence more often because it's really good for opening up my shoulders. Let every exercise be a test for yourself. Asking yourself, what are the exercises that my body responds the best to? Making that mental note or even writing it in your phone, put it in your calendar. That way you'll do it. And then get that in 3, 4, 5 or more days per week. It doesn't take much to keep your shoulders, your hips, your back strong and supple. And this class is the start, but there's definitely things you could do on your own. Let's add leg raises if you haven't done it yet. So when your arms are out in front, you're at 90-90 with the legs. Squeeze your abs, flatten your back, raise your arms and lower your legs. At the same time, hold that for a second or two, and then bring it back up. Try to keep your lower back completely flat. Don't let it arch. Try to keep it as flat as possible. Keep the abs braced. If you want to go harder, straighten out your legs a little bit more. And you can do an extended leg raise there. Make sure you're breathing. It's a little bit harder to breathe deeply when your abs are tight, but try to find space there in the rib cage. All right, and rest. Let's lie down on our sides. Optional, you can do this with or without a weight. So we're doing rotator cuff. You can go here or grab a light weight. If you're going to get a weight, make sure you go light. We're going rotator cuff here. All right, we're going a full minute here now, rotator cuff. As you lift up the hand, make sure your shoulder blade is coming in toward the spine. It's a really good exercise for overall shoulder strength. We do this almost every day because anytime you lift weights, you want to engage this muscle set here. Very, very important for overall shoulder health. Even shoulder mobility, doing exercises like this can have the effect of increasing your mobility if you don't go too heavy. It's a big caveat there. If you go too heavy, then you're just causing unnecessary strain. But if you focus less on intensity and you focus more on consistency, coming to class every day, doing this on your own, then you can go a little bit lighter with the weight and focus on that range of motion. All right, let's drop the weight. Let's stay here on our side, top leg forward, bottom leg back. We're going big arm circles here. All the way up and around. Good. We got 30 more seconds here, and then we will switch directions. So taking the time to really open up the shoulders here. Reach through the fingertips. Try to expand that range of motion. Reach a little further out, all directions. And good. Switch directions. Big arm circles the other direction. "25 seconds remaining." Really reach through those fingertips. The shoulder is a ball and socket. We're working the shoulder in the way that it's built. We're hitting all those ranges of motion. Make sure we have that full muscle balance all the way up through the shoulder. Let's do one more exercise here on this side before we switch to the other side. 90-90 with the legs, upper spinal floor twist. So we're going to take this top arm. Now, two options here. You can take that arm, go up and over without a weight, just letting the weight of your arm open you up. Or you can take a light weight, again, very light, rotate, open, and hold. Do your best to try not to let these knees separate. So you want to keep that top knee directly on top of the bottom knee. Don't let it shift. You want to keep it stacked directly there. Big deep breath in. Let it out. Breath in. And out. Big deep breath in again. Notice every time you breathe out, your spine relaxes a little more. Hopefully you're able to release that arm and shoulder toward the floor. And then as you inhale, you create a little bit of tension. But exhale, let it out. Good. And close it up. Good. All right, let's switch sides. We're going to do that same sequence on the other side, starting with the rotator cuff. So relax your head, prop it up, and rotator cuff, keeping the elbow at your side. And we're going up and down here. 30 seconds. Halfway done with this, and then we'll go to arm circles, and we will go to the twist. All right, good.